Yo, what's up, YouTube? Jordy did a 5-hour stream or some shit on and off and blah 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 for July 4th. Well, it's July 4th plus 1 because I don't really give a shit. I didn't drink or anything yesterday. Fuck. It's like a half empty. What? Bro, this has already been open. Can't take it back to the fucking store. Oh my god. Well, that shit got ruined real quick. Maybe that's a sign I need to stop buying them. And maybe I will, because, I was thinking, I'm like, I've given up sugar and shit, and I'm still gaining weight, and I'm like, it's the fucking beer, and I've addressed this before. But yo, look at this. Popov has glass bottles. I did not know that. I don't know if this is a new change, getting away from plastics. But glass isn't a very renewable resource either, the way it's disposed of, so I don't know if this is any fucking better. I don't think it is. Not really. But yeah, here we go. We're just gonna drink fucking vodka for this shitty July 4th special. Man, that got ruined so fast. I was gonna drink some and pour some in. I didn't even notice. Yeah, motherfuckers. Okay, yeah, I'm done with them. That's not the first time I've gotten one that was opened. One time I noticed and I put it to the fucking side. I was like, I'm sick of it. If they can't keep their shit fucking sealed properly, I ain't gonna deal with it. So here we go. Here we go, Pop-Up. I need to look, actually, if I can get Wheatley. I think I like Wheatley more than Pop-Up as far as, drinking straight. But I have to see how much that cost. This was like $9 or $10. I think it was $9 or $10. I was like, I looked at my credit card shit. I put $700 down. I paid off one because I was like, I had to get new tires, fucking rotations, I had to get a shitload of stuff done. It was like $600, And then on top of all the alcohol, I was going bougie, I was drinking champagnes, I was drinking the Crown Blackberry, and I'm like, and I look at it, I'm like, god damn, that shit added up real quick. It was a lot more than I thought. So yeah, I'm trying to cut back on my drinking. I already did 2 days, off and on. But yeah, I want to be quitting beer because I'm trying to lose weight. But yeah, I'm gonna. Here we go, Pop-Pop. Still got that bite when you swallow it, but chase it with water. Yeah. How much of this am I going to do? Not much, because my stomach can't handle a lot of vodka, because I've overdone it on vodka before, so my body can't handle too much of it. I could probably get maybe down to here, like a little bit above this. I don't think I could get down there. If I do, I'll be trashed. That's not my goal. My goal is to get a little bit of a buzz so I can study. Because if I get just the right amount, it helps me study. It helps my ADD calm down just enough that I can focus. Now, does it affect my memory? Absolutely. I'm not going to fucking say alcohol does not affect my memory. It absolutely does. But in moderation, I'm hoping that the benefits outweigh the negatives, which I do think would be the case. Seeing as I've been trying to study all day yesterday, and I didn't once. All I did was download the files. And I was like, well, I got it prepared for tomorrow. And I played D&D. We did like a 5 or 5.5 hour session. Like the the DM kept doing these fucking hit and run tactics on us, and we finally were just like, fuck it, we're fighting, we're going all in. And we killed this creature that was like, I don't know, it was, we were not supposed to be able to kill it. We almost died. Like it basically shut my character down. It gave it a fucking, God, what was it? Disadvantage to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence, and I'm a barbarian, so I only have strength, dex, and con. So it's got my 3 weaknesses, and it says, oh, you gotta have, you have disadvantage on saving throws, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I end up getting hit with something that makes me basically, I got madness shit too on top. So I ended up thinking everyone near me was an enemy, but at the same time I was frightened of them, so I couldn't move closer. So I was just sitting there wailing on this one enemy until the DM was controlling them, and it was also an enemy that like we didn't, or not an ally that we were like, it's okay if you come. We were like, my friends were literally like, if he dies, he dies. We don't care. He's not us. And I'm like, well, that's fucking fair, you know. But, yeah, we fought this big, it was a fucking Wendigo, I don't know. We were level 6, and it was like, it had to be CR10, I would say. He might say CR9, but there ain't no fucking way. We put hundreds of damage into that motherfucker. I'd say it was a 12, maybe. But, yeah, and then he's like, oh, the motherfucker just implodes. And I'm like, oh, great. No more loot. We've gone like 7 sessions without any fucking loot. It's getting old. But, well, we're able to buy shit in town, but I ain't been able to loot anything to get money. But I am pretty stacked right now. We just leveled up to 7 finally. But, man... It's like, if you look, here, I'll tell you my gear. This is for the D&D nerds. So I'm a level 6 barbarian, 1 rogue, and I'm going to go to 3 rogue so I can get swashbuckler, so if I'm one-on-oneing someone, I can add 2d6 to my first attack. You know, I'm not min-maxing because I did my first 6 levels as barb. And then I planned this out because I already have mobile, so I already have the swashbuckler part where if I attack someone and I move away, they can't attack me. So it's like, the only part of the swashbuckler that I'm getting an advantage from is that if I'm one-on-oneing someone, I can add damage, because that's actually happened quite a bit. And you're thinking, well, you can only add it on a finesse weapon. That's right. But I got a dope-ass short sword. It's not my best weapon. I have this flame sword called Sumerbrander. It's basically a flame tongue, I think. It's a long sword that adds 2d8 fire. And it puts in work. It really does. But I got this other short sword, which is an artifact. It's a sentient one, but it's dormant. But it's a tattoo that I summon, and it's a short sword. So it's finesse. So I can actually use rogue stuff, which worked out because I was like, damn, I'm going to have to get a finesse weapon at some point. And he gave it to me. I don't think he knew that he was giving me something that was enabling me to fuck up his shit even more. But that's fine. That's on him. So I got this other sword. What does that sword tattoo do? Well, it summons it, so it can't be taken away from me. It's a summon, so that's dope, and it's a free action on attack to summon it, so I don't have to bonus action summon it. It's just if I attack with it, it fucking comes out during my attack. Also, I have Path of the Giant, so I can throw my weapons, and they do extra elemental damage, and it returns to my hand. So nobody steals my weapon. I'm better than a fucking warlock at this point. Fuck you. No, And I got that sword. It's dope. It does it does what it does is it ignores resistances, and it does 1d8 necrotic damage. But also I can cast Green Flame Blade with it once per turn. So basically, my first attack each turn is going to be stacked as fuck. So what I'm going to end up doing is I have Reckless Attack. I've not used it because I know it gives your opponents advantage against you. I have a 23 fucking AC because I got a shield +2. You're like, God damn, you got a lot of shit for, a level 7. Yes. But like I said, we just fought like a CR12 and we almost died. So it's a balanced campaign. We didn't just fight that CR12. There were some zombies and shit that were just ads that we had to take care of because they weren't really hitting us, but when they hit, they hit. They do pennies, so you got to get rid of them. Then there was this dude that was attacking, ambushing from another side, totally unrelated reason. He didn't even have anything to do with the Wendigo that was coming to fuck with me. So yeah, we got jumped by 3 different parties. Really, we walked into an undead forest and got jumped by 2 big bad guys. The other one got killed, but at the same time he pulled a thing to take him back in time. So we don't know if he died or if he's still alive. We don't know the situation, but we know we killed the Wendigo. It was a rough combat. And since I'm an ice giant, like I'm a Goliath, but since it's his campaign, he's like, you're an ice giant, so I'm made of ice, and so I have weakness against fire since I'm an ice giant, and I'm like, that's fine, So I went out of my way. I spent everything I had. I was like, you can have my shield, which was like handmade marble. It was a marble shield made by a stone giant. It had this rune that gave you 20 plus 5 times your con modifier extra health. So for me, it was 30 because I have a fucking 20 con, so I was using that, so to get this helmet of fire resist, I gave up that shield plus 200 gold, which was like everything I owned, just to get a helmet of fire resist. So now I'm not weak to shit, I don't know what the fuck we were talking about. I guess this is already hitting a little bit. Excuse me. I guess so. Man, they're shooting off. Man, the hood loves fireworks on the 4th of July. Juneteenth, they didn't set up. They don't really celebrate that as much. But they love the 4th of July, which is crazy because, the 4th of July is basically celebrating your slavers. And Juneteenth is, celebrating your independence for them. That's just the way I look at it. If I'm wrong, black people, don't call me racist. I just don't understand this. I feel like Juneteenth is more important to you guys, and I think it should be. But that's whatever. That's not what this is about. I don't care about race relations or fucking. Oh yeah, I did hear Jordan, his brand new. He took a fucking shower, I think. I even commented, I was like, you look so good, boy. You look so pretty. You should shave your face and your head and you'd be like Mr. Clean. And honestly, I think he wouldn't look terrible if he fucking shaved it all off, and I mean like with a fucking, if he needs to shave his head with the fucking razor blade, which I don't think he could do without scalping himself. So, but I think Clint needs to take his son and be like, look, son, you're becoming an adult. Finally. Finally. You've had sex with like 2 different women now. I think it's time for you to enter the workforce since you're going to lose your fucking benefits. Time to go get a haircut. Shave his ass fucking bald. Take a buzzer. And go all the way down. Don't fresh clean it. You gotta buzz it. Like, this isn't fresh bud. This is like a fucking week old buzz. This was shaved down. So this is about maybe 2 weeks. I don't fucking know. I don't keep track of this shit. I think this would be 2 weeks today from a very fresh shave. But yeah, shave that shit down with like a 1, or a 2, so there's some stubble. See if you don't look like a piece of shit yet. If you still look like shit, you need to shave it all off. You just need to be Mr. Clean Shave. That way you don't look like a pedo or something. Because you just ugly looking. Ugh. Damn, he's ugly. But yeah, I was watching that, and then he said a thing, and I forgot because I went on that rant. Damn, it's been 16 minutes. Yo, see, I'm a lightweight. It's been a while since I drank. I really was hoping I could drink this shit, but nope, that was a waste of the fucking $3. Woo! Oh man, that was a big one. That was more than I wanted. Oh. But yeah, so back to the D&D. Yeah, so my short sword does green flame blade, but I can turn that to necrotic, so I can technically do 2d8 now that I'm not even playing RuneScape. What am I doing? I'm drunk. So yeah, and then also on top of that, since I'm Path of the Giant or whatever the fuck, I get elemental damage. I get 1d6 elemental. So that means that with this fucking thing, if I hit, I can do 2d8 plus 1d6 necrotic damage, and it ignores resistances. It doesn't, like pierce and do double damage or anything. But if they were fighting someone that was immune to necrotic, the Wendigo, but I was still fucking doing necrotic damage until he took over my mind and made me almost kill that one dude that the DM was controlling to help actually save us. It was great. I was like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna, and I missed the first 2, and I was like, oh, thank God, because, yeah, I probably could have killed him. But he did. He was like, I'm gonna just take the. He's like, I'm just gonna take the attack of opportunity and walk away and help save the team. And I was like, thank fucking God, because now I don't have to attack you, because I can't walk closer. I'm frightening everyone. So on my next turn, I was like, hear me out, since I'm over here and everyone's over there, and I'm frightened of everyone, and I can't move closer. Since the Wendigo is the biggest, that's what scares me the most, right? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, so that's the one that I could attack, right? And he's like, that's fair. So I was like, come on, baby. And I was rolling with disadvantage, too. And I ended up rolling an 8 or 18 and a 20. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I got to deal a little bit more damage, but my team took him down, because he fucking fucked my mind. I ended up with 3 madness points, and I can only have 6. So that's going to be fun. And my perception is, I got disadvantage on perception, which is good, because since I leveled up, I just got expertise in it, so I don't fucking care. Because now I have a +7 for it. Yeah, I got a +7 on perception. So it's like, whatever, I don't care. Once it gets to a +7, it's kind of like, you'll get what you get. I mean, the average roll is a 10. We were fighting something with it was required more than 10s. So that was cool. But yeah, it was my teammates, though, they were like, well, my DM said it wasn't a fun session for him, and I was like, well, that's probably because you had to do combat. We liked it. It was our favorite thing, because we got to finally kill someone that's been attacking us and running away. Like, we finally got to kill it. We didn't even get no fucking loot. I wanted to chop that motherfucker's head off and and put its Wendigo skull strapped to my back with my fucking rope. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't get to do it. That's all I wanted. I didn't want loot that was worth anything. I just wanted the fucking trophy. But, it's like, how baller would that be? You walk into a town with a fucking Wendigo skull on your back. People would be like, I don't have, I have, proficiency in intimidation. I have not even used it. My character, although he is a raging barbarian, he does not really use intimidation. He's me if I didn't have bipolar disorder. Like, back when I was patient and when I was a teacher, I didn't care. I was calm. Like, I did not give a shit, And if someone was trying to start shit, I would just be like, yo, I'm not going to do this with you, Now, my patience is... Why am I holding this like I'm going to drink that? I'm fucking... Have it. But yeah, I don't know, man. So yeah, my character's basically the inverse of me. I'm small and angry, and he's large and not. Basically, he reminds me of like my best friend in the military. He's super big, and he's chill as fuck. Like, I've never seen him get mad, and I would be scared if he did get mad because he literally, when I was in the military, I weighed 135 pounds, and motherfucker was sitting there with one arm, laying down on the bench, 135 pounds, and I was like, fuck. He could punch a hole through me. But I only got in a fight with that hobo because, well, I knew I could take him, and I was like, I ain't gonna take that shit from some random hobo. You can always take a hobo. The dude acted like he was gonna pull out a knife though, and that's when I backed up, and I had a pan in my hand. I was like, if he pulls out a knife, I'm just gonna fucking clock him over the side of the head, and I don't give a shit. Like, I was ready to go to jail at that point, but yeah, he was like just faking it, trying to scare me, and then he was like, "Oh fuck, he didn't work. He didn't run away," and then he started running away. It's not what this is about. My rambling. But yeah, my character, he's a barbarian that can intimidate, but he doesn't, even though he could. He's a 2,000-pound block of ice. I had ChatGPT do all the calculations for me because it was actually like some crazy calculations. I was like, yo, this dude's like super huge and he's made of fucking ice. What would he weigh? I was like, oh, he's a 400-pound block of ice, which I knew was wrong because that's only like 50 gallons, which is not much. A 50-gallon drum is not enough to make an ice giant. But yeah, I just wanted a Wendigo skull to carry around. Disappointing. But anyways, it was our best session because we finally got some retribution. But our DM loves he has a shitload of lore, and it's just like, it's too much sometimes. It's like, we want to fight shit, and it just sometimes it ends up with too much lore. And this is my take for any DM. You need to balance it out. Your characters want to fight. That's the whole point of leveling up, is fighting. The game is about fighting. You can't just be lore. The game is about killing shit. So you gotta let us kill shit. You can't just lore dump your story and expect us not to fight shit. Like, we wanna, and we want to fight stuff that we can kill. Not stuff that just runs away all the time. That shit gets old. They want to run away once, cool, and then come back on session 10, 10 sessions later, we can try again, cool. But, like, when it happens, like, every 4 sessions, it gets old. It's tired. That's why we just said, fuck it, we're going all in. Like, we were getting down, like, they were getting down left and right. I was out of the fight. And I was low, honestly. I only had 22 health left. One more shot from that big ass Wendigo with a psychic attack probably would have took me down anyways. And I was hoping, because I was already poisoned, so I was taking I was taking 2d6 each turn, but like, you know, when 2d6 is not much. Like one turn, yeah, I got hit for like 10, and I was like, okay, cool, we're getting closer to 0. Because maybe, you know, if I get knocked out, this fucking spell will end and I can help my team. My character was too fucking resilient. Because, you know, when I take it seriously, when I'm fighting when they say you gotta fight your teammates, I fight my teammates. So when they hit me, I use my resistance thing, the stones endurance, I think is what it's called. I think that's a thing that all barbarians get, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's like a Goliath thing or a barbarian. I don't know what it is. But you can use it equal to your proficiency, and I was using it. I was like, man, I'm never gonna fucking die. But then he finally walked away and helped the team kill the Wendigo. Yeah, I think he realized, he's like, yeah, he's not getting away. I just gotta give it to him. Which is why I think he hated the thing, because it fucked up whatever lore he was planning for the next session. And it was like, we don't want to fucking chase him for a whole session. Like, that's not fun. Like, fucking chasing, like, we were done with it. Hell, one of the dudes we play with, he was straight up. He was like, if we didn't get to kill something this session, he was like, I was done. I was not gonna play again. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I can't blame him. You know, I was kind of getting sick of it too. Like, I like D&D just for having fun and playing it, but at a certain point, I don't know. You gotta have fun playing it more than you're just sitting there like, okay, lore. It's like reading a book that you don't really know what you're even fucking getting into. You know, if it's just a bunch of lore. Yeah, this has been a 4th of July special. We'll take another swig. Let's see if we get to the desired mark. A little bit more above it than I predicted, but that's going to be it. Woo! Fuck. I think that'll make me quit drinking. Because I'm not doing the $30 Crown Blackberry for a 5th. Can't afford it. I just spent $450 on another piece of art. That's what's up, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I love you. Bye.